Alright, what's up everyone, this is Ryan here, the Crypto Grinder, and it has been a while since I have stepped back into live streaming. It has been extremely busy, so let's give the chat some time to fill up and then we'll get started. So today we're actually looking at BTC and what to do in March, right? I think everyone was trying very hard to figure out what to do in this bear market, and today we're going to cover all that in this particular video. So let's let the chat fill up a little bit and let's go. Alright guys, so we are gonna be talking today about what to do in March, right? So we experienced a bear market, we're still in a bear market, and I think at the end of the day we want to know what to do. A lot of the group were wondering how to solve the problem of liquidity, right? And in terms of allocation, what are we supposed to be doing? Now, the only thing that you need to do right now is understand that the market is extremely positive. Overall, regulations are being established in various countries. That means that we are going to be seeing a better, more credible cryptocurrency market, especially with the banks working together with the cryptocurrency exchanges, and at the same time also governments are looking hard into regulating this space. Now, I think as we all know that although cryptocurrencies is supposed to be kind of like me and you, but we cannot function without the banks, right, for now. And if you were to say cash out into fiat from crypto to fiat, as you know, the fees are extremely high. So how are we going to solve that problem? Obviously, there are a few ways. One is that you're going to be using your Coinbase account or a Gemini account, and maybe in other countries you're using Bitstamp and whatnot. But what about if you are not trading huge amounts? Where are you going to get that liquidity from? I guess the only other option is the OTC markets, or if you have a friendly service provider, but I'm not sure how expensive are those service providers. For example, in Singapore, we can look at anywhere from 3.5% to 5% getting our BTC or Ethereum back to Sing dollars. But overall, I would say Gemini offers the best rates for now, and I think we want to be able to have more of these liquidity providers so that you are not going to be charged an exorbitant fee. So that being said, right, we want to also be able to freely move our money around. And I noticed that because SegWit is activated on Coinbase, you're seeing the fees really become cheaper. That's a very, very good thing. I think if you look at it from the previous standpoint, when BTC first started, we all just wanted to be able to have borderless payment. Now, if I was to buy a cup of coffee and that cup of coffee was to be charged $5.10, I think no one will complain. But if it's $5 and additional $10 to $15 to use the network, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm pretty happy that I'm seeing that the BTC network fees are now kind of normalized. A lot of the miners have been selling off their Bitcoins and moving out of China. How do I know this? I actually had a very huge order recently, and it was obviously from China. They wanted to release 93,000 Bitcoins, right? So I repeat myself, they wanted to release 93,000 Bitcoins. Now, if you were that person or that organization that owns 93,000 Bitcoins, you obviously want to hold on at least to a portion of it, right? But I think for the fact that there is some movements in the market within China, we are going to see a very, very big shift for the Bitcoins to be moved to other parts of the world. And that's a good thing, right? Because at the end of the day, if there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins and you only have one country owning the majority of it, I think it doesn't make sense. Because if you think about it, a currency is meant to be circulated, and Bitcoin is a global currency, right? That is what every country hopes to establish. Why is the US dollar so popular in that sense? Because it has established itself as a global currency. Why is the euros well accepted, at least around the world? Because it is recognized as a global currency. Now, with that being said, Bitcoin for this space is exactly that. That's why we are seeing this movement and recovery, and always a consistent healthy volume, especially for people who are traders. Now, with that, With that, Ethereum is not having much action of late. The volumes are very, very thin. So my suggestion is that if you're interested in actually buying more Bitcoins, right, you can look at a few key levels that I will review to you right now. And then from then, perhaps you can start queuing, because it's the month end. I think everyone receives their paycheck and they're ready to get going, but they are not sure of the levels. So let me cover a few of these levels so that you can get started. So firstly, I would like to look at the $9,147 level, right? That is actually a very good retracement on the Fibs, which is the 0.618 retracement, Fibonacci retracement level, followed by 831, right? 9831. And then 10515. These are the levels that you want to take note of if you're deciding to queue or buy more Bitcoins. Now, why buy only Bitcoins? What about the what about all the altcoins, right? So I think the altcoins, the good thing about the altcoins is that they will only flourish later. When the market is truly pulling out of the bear market, then you're gonna see the whole altcoin market start to flourish again. But for now, stay focused on Bitcoin. You don't need to focus on anything else, because if Bitcoin doesn't do well, the whole altcoin market will be pulled down with it. So just focus on that, get capitalized into Bitcoin only, and then gradually, once the market has pulled up, say around 500B, 600B, back to 700B to 800B, then we can clearly say we are in the clear. We can start having fun with our altcoins. Because right now, if you were working with small orders, $100, $200, $300, $1,000, sure, you can start playing with altcoins. That's why they're still relatively popular, and that's why the pump and dump groups still can kind of function. But if you have flat volume across the board, okay, you have flat volume across the board, the market makers that are working in these altcoins. Now, what are market makers? Market makers, they create activity, right? It was actually showcased in some of the conferences that there are these kind of services provided where you can kind of move your crypto. Because if you are to be listed, just for your additional information, if you are to be listed on an exchange, usually there is a minimum of a monthly volume that you have to move, right, in your particular pairing in order for you to continue to be listed, right? You do notice that there are certain cryptocurrencies that after a while, they do not bother to kind of have a market maker or have any activity, or there's no genuine interest. You notice that after a while, they get delisted. This happens pretty often. But if you notice, if you stuck to the top 10, top 20 cryptocurrencies, but Bitcoin in particular will always have that demand across all exchanges. So if you want to play safe, you don't want to get stuck, the best thing that you can do is actually just buy and sell Bitcoin. You don't have to move around and wonder which hot coin is next. You just have to focus on Bitcoin. So with that being said, we are moving to our new office in March. I have been very, very busy, and that is why I have not been able to do many videos. I would love to do that, but I can only start doing that the moment I shift to the new office. And the new office is turning out very, very well. I'm very, very pleased. We just received all our furniture, the TV and whatnot, and I'm really excited to really get set up full swing ahead in March. So most likely we're targeting to open in mid of March. We will do an office tour for you guys. I think the view is just excellent. And I think at the end of the day, if there's anyone who is interested in coming by to visit our office, especially if you're traveling by to Asia and you're making a pit stop to Singapore, feel free to drop by. We are always there. We welcome all our viewers. I think the most important thing is like for you guys to understand that we are here to support the community. Now, with that being said, the premium group will be closing today. Okay, so the premium group, who are supposed to join the premium group? Basically, if you're a working professional and you're really too busy to follow up on the cryptocurrency markets, this is probably the best group for you, because we actually work on portfolio allocation. We are looking into news. We also provide the levels that you are willing to get into for various cryptocurrencies. Like I said, these are all recommendations and there's no hard and fast rule. Bear in mind, there is a minimum criteria when you start with the group, which is 10,000 US dollars. So from there, once you start learning about cryptocurrencies and you are kind of like still getting the swing into things, and you want to kind of find like a community where you can consistently work your way into the space at your own pace, at your own comfort level, the premium group is for you. So guys, anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for helping us really move towards this space, because we want to continue to provide value for you guys, and that is why we never stop improving. We never stop filling up our channel with new content. Not only that, we want to make sure that you guys are informed with the latest market movements. All right, so with that being said, thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next stream.